Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone, welcome to Unzah Podcast with me Lailatul Masyuroh. And today we're going to talk about what of part of learning English. Yes, is listening skills. And I'm super excited today because I'm not alone here. I'm with Mr. Idrus Soleh from Malasan, Probolinggo, and who's gonna share their experience and some really helpful tips. And hi, Mr. Idrus, how are you
Hi.
today?
I'm very good.
Okay, glad to have you.
All right.
So, can you tell us bit about yourself and your experience and how you first got interested in learning English listening?
All right. And I'm interested to learn English and especially of part of listening when uh, when I see myself not improve when I speak English when I would speak English, but maybe I'm looking for my mistakes when I'm listening, also we need to focus on the what words we are watch. Yeah. Actually, I'm interested to listening because my English is so bad, and then my pronunciation is so bad, really, really so bad. And then I force it myself to listening listening podcast is like listening song or listening movie maybe like this one.
Oh, that's cool. Did you struggle at first when you started learning listening?
Really, of course. We need struggle everything, we need struggle to listening English, like because why, because listening English, especially English language is also different with another language, especially it's like Indonesian language maybe,
Yes.
because the words and the vocabulary is also different with the Indonesian language. Yeah. We are when we are reading, it's like write. Yeah, we should how to read the vocabulary of write. It's one. Yeah, this also important for us if we are want to uh, listening English. We should be focused on the vocabulary and then the sentence maybe this one.
Oh, so a lot of people say that listening is the hard skill while learning English. Why do you think so many learners struggle with it?
Uh, Actually, it's not really hard if we are really struggle or really study hard for listening English, because English, what is that, same as like habit. If English become our habit, and then we should listening at least uh, 20 minutes in a day maybe. It's not really hard. Uh, just only listening and then focus, and then practicing also. Maybe this one.
Oh, so is it not just about the language, but
Yes.
also about habit, right?
Right.
How can people fix that?
Yeah. Maybe just only routine to listening or routine to practicing this one.
Oh, I see. And in your opinion, what are the most common mistakes people make when practice listening?
Uh, mm, maybe from the word, because the word of English with Indonesian language is also very different, and then for the rhythm maybe, and then for the pronunciations maybe, that is a very hard if we are not uh, is listening every day or routine to listening. uh, And then the biggest mistake maybe are the word, because the word is not really same, it's different. We should know the vocabulary first, maybe we should uh, study about the vocabulary first. We should listening about the vocabulary is not step by step. We are listening podcasts or movies, so how many minute, maybe for 30-minute movies, and then we should for the beginner, maybe we should listening for 5 minute maybe, or 3 minute maybe, and then skip first. So and then we should uh, repeat the movies or the podcast, and then until we are understand. So maybe like this.
Okay. Since English has many accents,
Yeah.
like American, British, and Australian, do you think learn should focus on one accent or just listen to all kind?
Maybe we are, it's not maybe, it's really, because this is my experience. Focus on to one accent first. Yeah. Maybe if you are focused on American accent maybe, or the British accent maybe, you just only focus one thing first. If for the beginner, different with the advanced, the level is advanced language maybe. So if for the beginner, you should be focused on one thing. If you are focused to British or American, maybe you are just focused only to one accent. It's like American, just focus on the American, don't mix with British language, right?
Oh, which accent do you personally like favorite? American or British or maybe Australian?
I really like, or I really into British accent actually.
I see.
Yeah, because why? British accent is also very different with American accent, because maybe if you are ever learning about British accent, you know how the biggest different with the American language.
Okay. Uh, there are tons of listening apps and online platform this day. Do you have any personal recommendation that really help improve listening skill?
Recommendation about listenings
Yes, apps
also,
or online platform.
platform maybe, because is my experience. I'm never listening with the app store. Maybe no, I'm never. I'm just listening by watching on YouTube.
Like
It's like
podcasts.
podcast, listening movies, especially listening songs because I like song. It's like rap,
What
maybe
song do you like?
rapper, because I'm rapper, man.
Oh, I
Well,
see. Out of those apps, which one your personally favorite apps?
apps. No,
Duolingo?
no.
No.
Because I'm never using apps when I speak English, when I practice English, when I'm listening English. Just only watching movie. It's like maybe I'm watching on YouTube or TikTok or social media, and another social media maybe. It's like Instagram.
Okay. If you could only share three key tips for becoming good at listening, what would they be? Three key tips for
3K
listening.
tips for
Yes.
listening. All right. Actually, if we are listening, the first tips from me, uh, we should already to hear what they doing or what they speak. So we should focus on the movie or the podcast. Maybe if you are watching a movie, you just only focus to the movie, because focus is really important if we are listening. If we are not focused on the podcast or the movies, oh, it's really bad listening from me. And then the second tips, we should uh, if we are listening, if for the beginner, we should using translation maybe, because we are listening and beginner. If we are maybe in the intermediate level or advanced level, we don't use. We should, what is it? We should reasoning by our trusting ourselves. It's like we should what is it? We should focus, or we should delete the
Translate.
translations, and then, because why? Because if we are using translation, we very hard to understand what her or what they say. So because so that's all very very, what is it? It's very hard maybe if we are we are listening by using translation. We are very hard to understanding the movies or the podcast. And then the last and then the third tips from me, we should doing like a native speaker said. It's like maybe if we are listening podcast, we should repeat what they said. Get it? We should repeat what they said. Because why? Because if we are don't repeat the native speaker said, we are actually don't understand what they say. It's like this. It's like the pronunciation, it's like the grammar, it's like the reading, how to read this sentence, how to read this vocabulary. We should repeat what they say it. Like this. Maybe there are three tips from me to listening, to hear listening.
Oh, those are great. But what about people who get bored easily? How can they stay consistent?
Bored.
Yes, bored.
Actually, we are speak English and we are study English. We should have intention first, have spirit first, have struggle first, and then study hard first. If we are not really want to can or want to be able to speak English, we not really, maybe it's not really good to speak English if we are don't really hard to study. Maybe just only can speak. Yeah, I know, but maybe just they just only can speak, but not using grammar, it's not using the pronunciation. Maybe this one.
I see. And finally, what's your message for our listener who still feel like listening in English is just so hard? It's just so hard.
Oh, my message is maybe like this one. Is my experience as I listening. The first, we should love the language first. If we
Yes,
are don't love the language, we are very hard to learn that language. Yeah, the first step. And then listening is very hard for they not doing every day or not doing routine. It's very hard because English is not our language, all right?
yes,
We should study hard, and then listening at least 15 minutes in a day. We are understand or not, it doesn't matter. The important thing is we are listening, and then we got vocabulary, another vocabulary, a new vocabulary maybe, and then a new sentence a new expression maybe from the listening if we are really routine to do it listening every day. The so what why I said like this, because as my experience when I was listening, I also read the text and then repeat what they say it to, if we are listening podcast, and then I just watch first. For the first, I just only watch, and then repeat what they say it, like this one. Because actually listening is not really hard if they are really routine to do it, listening every day at least 15 minutes in a day. This one.
That's so encouraging. Fine. And what would you say to someone who's about to give up on learning listening?
Give up
Yes, give
over
up
there.
learning listening.
Actually, we are right now standing here in this second, in this time, in this day, maybe in this month. Right now is 2025. If we are not speak English, if we are not learning about English language, how strange are you? Maybe because like this one. Uh, if are people talking behind your back and they're not coming up and saying it to you, just then let them stay where behind you. Shit. So if you are talking to you or talking to us, what is the benefit? Speak English or learning English? This I always answer by using the positive of word, because why? If we are if there are someone ask me what is the benefit of English, I always answer by using the positive of words. Like maybe I just give her or him motivations. It's like, so we really need to study English, because English is really important for us. Because why I tell like this, because in Indonesia it's not, maybe if a person maybe just only 40 or until 60% we are really clearly to speak English, or really well to speak English, because English language is international language. Why I said like this, because in Indonesia is less teacher English language. That's all what I can deliver.
Wow, that was awesome.
Was
And
thank
thank you
you.
so much, Mr. Idrus, for sharing all those tips and your experience. And for everyone listening, I hope this inspires us to keep you practicing and enjoying your English journey. And see you next time and Unzah Podcast.